Hello, good morning. Here I am again with another video about the accounting modules, which is a vendor base. Vendor base is a very important for the inventory. If you have purchased anything which is created from the vendors, it directly reflect on the accounting modules. We're gonna see how we can see in accounting module, how it will reflect in our accounting modules. We're gonna see. Let's see directly come on our database. So here we are come again with the Flectra HQ database. So I'm just gonna click on the accounting modules. So as you can see the dashboard over here, all the journals, the customer invoices, the vendor bills, the banks and the cash, the point of sale, the expenses. But here I'm gonna just select on the vendor bills. So let's just create a vendor bill first. So I'm just gonna create a vendor bill. Here we need to select our vendors. As you can see, the Azure intro of our next vendors. Bill date. The bill date is very important. If you don't select a bill date, if you don't click on that, the Flectra HQ directly select the database from where you enter on it. So let's see, just select on the today's date. There is a bill reference. You can select a bill reference if you have a particular vendors. Accounting date you cannot change on that because it's entry in the accounting modules. So whatever the database has you directly automated on the date, you cannot change the module. There is a payment reference. You can select a payment reference. The most important would be the general. The general would be select over here, which is a vendor bills. So that's what we actually require on that. So you can change over here the expenses, but we're gonna select on the vendor bills. Let's directly go to the add a line. So once we create add a line, let's see that we can select a customized desk. So once we create on the customized desk, as you can see the accounts over here, I'm just gonna drag it down to see clearly over here. So yeah, that it is. So here as you can see that the 111200, which is the code again, which is a stock Ethereum, which is a received. That's how you can create a vendor bills from the vendors. The quantity you can select over here. So let's say the quantity would be the 10. And of course there is a unit price that you already selected, but I'm just gonna select on the $100. There is also a tax available, which is a 15 by default. That's how you create and add a product over here. I'm gonna add another line over here, which is a small product, or we can select an expenses as well, or services if in the vendor bill. So let's say another product over here, which is a large cabinet. So I'm gonna select the two products over here, which is the two products are large cabinet and the customized desk. And again I'm just adding the quantity, which is 5. And as you can see the unit price already over here, which is sometimes the product has already created the unit price, and by default the customer database has been created. That's how the total amount of your bill has been created. I'm gonna just go through directly to the general items. If I click on the general items, as you can see the taxes are over here, which is an account payable, which has to again another account payable general items. That's how your two products are over here, which is a debit amount, whatever the amount are here. So that's how you can see the general items over here. There is also another options, which is other informations, which is just a basic informations about the company, which is a company that you selected. Of course there is a fiscal officials, post and automatically check that you can select, but as of now in the demo we are just make unchange on that. That's how we create a first vendor bill. I'm just gonna save over here. So whatever the activities that you have actually generated, you can see on a log note over here that vendor bill has been created. You can send it directly this vendor bill to the customers or the vendors. So let's say first we can select the poster over here. As you can see over here, which is a draft and the posted. So I'm just going back to the accounting module dashboard about the vendor bills. So once I click on the vendor bills, as you can see the 4 vendor bills are already over here. So one is drafted and another is a drafted as well. So I'm just gonna click over here. I'm just select over here. I'm gonna say an action. I can see the directly to the post entries. So it will directly from draft to the post. That's how you can create a vendor bills. So also there is a big important part over here where we create a vendor bill. It directly reflect to our another module, which is purchase. So I'm gonna go directly to the purchase module, and I'm just going to create on that, and I'm just create a vendor bills directly from the purchase modules. I'm just gonna select a cabinet. Oopsie. I'm just create a cabinet with doors. So it is already over here. I'm just gonna quickly go through the save buttons. As you can see, the request for the quotation has been already generated. I'm just going to send by email. I'm just going to have a default templates in the email, so has been already generated. The purchase order has been generated. So I'm going to just confirm with this orders. I'm just quickly go through on that receive the products. So that's how you can create a bill. So I'm just need to validate the products. So once I validate these products, so I'm gonna go back to directly to the quotation. So once I just receive the product purchase order, vendors is created. Now they say we can create a bill over here. So that is another, we can create a vendor bills from directly the purchase module as well. So that's how you can create, and we can confirm over here. Also, if I can create whatever the actually I generated in the purchase order, that also reflect over here. So this is how you can create a purchase bill. It's a vendor bill, so it will directly reflect on the accounting modules. There is a 5 bills to validate and 1 bill to the pay. So if I click on the vendor bills, it will post it. Let me go through directly the all vendor bills over here. So I'm just selecting all, and whatever the draft amount are there, I'm just go to the directly action buttons and the post entries. So once I click the post entries, and it asking me the post entries, so I'm just do the general entries over here. So sometimes it requires the date, but whatever the bill actually we are generated here, so I'm just going to post it on that only. So I'm just click on that, which is by force, and post the general entries. So it will directly reflect the status button over here, which is posted. This is how you can create a vendor bill in accounting modules, and it will reflect over here. Of course, there is you can print over here this, and also let me show you how it will reflect. So you can print over here. There is options available. Also, if you want to tag a person within your Flectra database, you can select over there. You can send an email to your vendor, and you can write it down. Use any templates, send by email, and you can click over the invoice will already be attached. I'm gonna just send over here. So it will directly send to the vendor, and it will reflect over here in the log note box. I can download the PDF file of the invoice bill. This is how the vendor bill has been created with the number. So that's how you actually can see that vendor bill has been created in the accounting modules. That's it for the video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.